Facebook has increased the price range at which it plans to sell its stock. At first, they were planning on selling its stock at about $28 to $35 per share, but now that will increase to $34 to $38 per share, which sounds actually pretty affordable, right? It sounds like a good investment, except you won't be able to invest in dick, which makes me angry about this story.
All right, so this means that the valuation of Facebook is in the neighborhood of $100 billion, right? So obviously Zuckerberg is going to make a killing. Severin, who is one of the partners, is actually getting out of his citizenship, the U.S. citizenship, so he can avoid what they believe would be about a $600 million tax bill. Okay. So, by the way, when he was crying about what shares he had when he originally got screwed in Facebook, if you saw Social Network, all of a sudden he's like, U.S. justice system, I need you, U.S., please help me, I got rights. Now all of a sudden, now that I'm going to get cash in, all of a sudden, U.S., I don't need you as much anymore. So get, I'm going to take my money and run away.
Right.
And of course, he can come back here. It's not like he can't re-enter the country or anything like that. There's going to be no consequences. I think it's deeply unpatriotic. Okay, so, but I know that's a comical idea. Who cares about patriotism? And I think, and I hear you guys that a lot of people for $600 million would live happily ever after in the Bahamas. So, now having said that on the $100 billion and the injustice of the IPO.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people don't recognize this. Those are all fixed by the insiders, right? And so if Anna thinks it's a good stock and wants to get in, she can't get in at the beginning. Okay, sad day for her. That's for Goldman Sachs, et cetera, right? And some connect people. So the rich get richer, right? Now, don't worry, you will eventually be able to invest in Facebook once they go public.
Right. When it's
after the price has been massively inflated. And then you will be the suckers that come in, and then they will pull the rug out, and then it will go back down.
Oh, it makes me so mad. That makes me so, because I'm like, I don't know. Look, I have to make sure you guys know this, right? I'm not an expert when it comes to investing or stock. I don't know anything about it, right?
Really?
So as I'm reading this, I'm like one of those people who's scared about stock. I feel like I'm going to lose all my money.
You're probably right.
Right. But as I'm reading this, I'm like, maybe this is a good idea. Maybe I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll talk to my brother, set up a little E-Trade. Do a little E-Trade action. And then I read the last part of it where it says I can't, and I was upset.
Okay. Well, welcome to Wall Street. And look, don't get too excited about this. I think it's overvalued. Like, I'm looking forward to it getting pumped up, and then, wang, I bet against it and lose a lot of money. Because you have to understand something. One, of course, I know nothing. Okay, don't ever trust my financial advice. Two, you think it's going to go up unless it doesn't. And you think at some point the rug's going to get pulled out unless it doesn't, right? Apple's gone up. There ain't no rug to it. At some point it'll go down, I'm sure, right? But hadn't happened yet. So you never know. Even if you get in at the point that you want to get in, you might still make money.
Apple is like around $600 a share.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
It is. Okay, now look, last thing. These things are complicated, and nothing's ever guaranteed, even for the insiders, et cetera. But they have such a better chance at making money, because if you're allowed to buy at the initial price, and especially with a frenzy like Facebook, it's as close to a guarantee as you can get that it's going to go up. It's free money. It's free money. And that's why these banks pull every trick in the book to make sure that they represent them when they do their initial purchase offering, et cetera, et cetera. And it gets really complicated. But the bottom line is, for some banks, it's absolutely free money.